Hello everybody and welcome to another toy review. In today's video we're taking a look at the first original offering from TFC. I believe it's their first original offering. This is the J20 LUMITENT. It is part of their craft series, the CS-01, set in the year 2035. Really excited to have this piece in hand. It looks superb. And a quick look around the box. We've got him in his jet mode on there. We've got him on the back in his bot and his jet modes. We've got your warning symbols on here. This, of course, brought to you by the factory that makes TFC and Kang toys and places and other things like that. So we know it's going to be top quality. Front of the box actually converts into a comic. The comic is really nice. It goes on and just talks about that there's these creatures arrive in the year 2030. It's like a giant beast, almost kind of very like Pacific Rim. And the beast arrives in like 2030 and they make these mechs to kind of combat the beast. There's also a group of like a cult that arrive in like 2035 that starts worshipping these beasts. And they kind of then compete and fight against the heroes as well. We get another beast arrive in 2035 as well. It's like a big mound, and then we've got pictures here of some of the cult members. And then on the back here, we've got our lead protagonists, their pilots, and what they do as well. And then we've got the details on the mechs, and then we have our character there in all of its glory. So let's crack this open. This is awesome. If you felt some of the really high-end TFC stuff, like their Masterpiece line that they did, or those Kang toys, then you know what you're going to be getting with this product. It feels kind of a hybrid between the Masterpiece movie series and a die-cast beaut of a figure. This really does look incredible. It's not the best pose of him on a display basis, is rotating round, is it? But I just wanted to show you around the figure. He looks sensational, and these star bases are really nice as well. Really gorgeous piece. Got all of the detailing on the cockpit section here. All of these move and angle. Love the little tempo prints as well. Gorgeous nose cone. Underside is really tidy as well. Let's just remove the flight stand. Very kind of Macross vibe coming from this as well. Huge chunks of die cast littered throughout. Adore the colour scheme. You know what, this is actually very similar in build quality and overall feel to a lot of those Macross figures as well. Love this kind of die cast nose cone and tip as well. The stand is a really nice piece in itself. This section just slides inwards and tabs in, and these actually come up, rotate and slide down into these voids. So you can have it displayed as kind of like a triangle, almost like a Star Trek logo or something. But I really like the fact that we can just bring these up and move those around. It really does make a really good space saving on the packaging as well. We also get a rifle that comes with our character as well. Really kind of a long, sniperish gun there, isn't it? For a quick size comparison, let's bring out my Junker Skywalk. Poor old guy, he's hanging on to dear life there. He's in the Junker box, but he does make for very good scale comparisons, because a lot of people have some form of MP3, MP11, that sort of Seeker mold. So that's how he fares up. It's a good size. I would say it's more of a kind of a Voyager to a Leader, kind of a, I don't know, maybe Movieverse Voyager to a small leader, that sort of size. Definitely very comparable to the likes of the Robotech or Macross stuff though. And MPM fans, that's how he kind of scales with the MPM lines. If you're going via vehicle scale, I'd say it's definitely more designed to go with the likes of the Legends class vehicles. I think that would kind of bring it into the correct scale. And get this bad boy transformed up, we're going to want to open up some of these tabs. There's a tab here and tab here. They open up. Come around to the underside. We have one here and one here, like so. This piece here unplugs from the nose cone. These flip down like so, and this panel opens up, and we are on a slider, so we need to just slide this down, pull up this panel here, this lifts, so then allows these panels to come out, and this one to come out like this, and rotate them 90 degrees. Bring this tab here upwards. There's this clasp here, rotate that upwards, and that allows this fist and the arm to come out to the side. Then rotate the fist up and around. This can then come back and tab in, and this panel on the back of the arm can then rotate around like so. This panel here folds downwards, and the fist is going to rotate around and bring the arm tab down. It's going to come down like so, and that has formed the arms. Pull these tabs out, they're going to come up and cover the side. This is going to come down and all the way inside. And with these shoulders already up, these sections already almost kind of instantmatically kind of want to collapse downwards into this waist area, and then this is going to come over like so, and that allows us to be able to bring the head up and rotate that piece around, revealing the head sculpt. Now that all that is up, we can then push this section back forwards again on that sliding hinge, so it's all the way up to here. This section at the top rotates 90 degrees, and just paying attention to these clasp calipers when it closes off, so you don't put any pressure on those. But it does slot in nicely either side. These up like this, you need to bring them down 90 degrees, and then these sections here are going to flip all the way back over like so. Again on this side, flip this all the way back over. Then all these sections just separate as well. Bring these panels here up. This then folds over like so. This is then going to come up, fold backwards, and that's going to push, lock and locate in the back. Paying attention to those locking tabs, and then these shoulder pieces are going to come up and they are going to slide in and tab on those shoulders. This cover here is going to untab and come down like so. The leg is going to come out 30 degrees. This then comes up, and this is going to come down. This shoves inside and flattens, squaring off that hinge. this knee pad bends, and this comes up 30-degree angle, because you're going to want to undo this shin piece, bring this small tab out like so. We then have all of this foot section here. You need to be wary of everything that's going on here. So bring the toes down, bring this up. Collapsing these jets into the calves allows this to line up and tab in. That's going to cover off the toes like so, and we can just move these knees back down. Paying attention to this clasp, you want to rotate the legs around like so. This can then come back up, and that's going to sit on the waist, because this here is going to rotate around like so, there, and that's going to push and tab in. Come around to this back piece. This is going to come up and just fold over this latch like a jet thruster section there, and then we can just separate these pieces out, just adjusting the angle slightly. Maybe I'll bring this one back, this one down like so, and here we have him in all of his glory. Now he's smaller than I thought he was going to be, but he still definitely looks the part. Really gorgeous piece, highly articulated, lovely mix of die cast. Love the way it transforms. It's not your regular kind of seeker style figure. Just really nice looking piece. Let's just detach his stand, bring that out from his buttocks, and just look at all of that detailing. I love the fact you can have these at different angles as well. I kind of like to have them a bit like this. Tie these up nicely in the center. Gorgeous sculpt on him as well. Absolutely adore that head sculpt. We've got some up and down, we've got some nodding, we've got some left and right, and some quizzical tilting. The arms, if I can just disengage this from the gun, come out to the side. We do have rotation forwards and backwards. We can come all the way up and all the way down. There is no butterfly joint in there. That's about all it's missing. Upper bicep rotation, double bend on the arm, rotation on the wrist, and double pins on the fingers. There is a waist rotation. We have these floating hip skirts that we moved earlier on, so the legs can come forwards and backwards on those ratchets, come out to the side just beneath those hip skirts. Upper thigh rotation, we got a nice deep bend on that knee. And then the feet, we've got independent heel spurs and toe spurs, and we can side shift that nicely. No rotation on the ankle, but it does tilt nicely side to side. Really am a huge fan of what they've accomplished here. It's unique, it's different, almost like to kind of call this my movie-verse Leader 1, maybe. I can have him in with the movie figures, and that is the leader of the GoBots. I don't know, maybe that's just me trying to mix up continuities, but I like him. Now, he's quite kibble heavy if you say this about the kind of thrusters and the tail fin, but if you're a fan of things like Gundam or Macross and things like that, then this is highly acceptable. This is it's really not that big a deal kibble wise. Everything holds together nicely, really solid piece and just gorgeous to look at. Like I said, I was expecting him to be a little bit taller. When I initially heard about it, I thought it was going to be kind of more leader class, more like MPM size, but this little guy does pack a mighty punch. To give you an idea of his scale, here he is alongside Planet X Optimus Prime and the New Age Soundwave. So he's a good kind of Voyager size figure, isn't he? Kind of what you would expect from your average kind of third-party figure, not directed that masterpiece scale, but he's definitely got the look and feel of a masterpiece figure. Highly recommended to all of you Macross and Gundam fans. Really nice vibes about this. Really am hoping that they're going to give us some of those beasts as well from this line, because we know that they can do robots. They've got a great history of different forms of robots, so let's see what else they can do as original designs. Maybe give us a couple of different fighters and then give us some villains to fight against. Definitely loving where they're going with this line, and I really do hope it takes off. Huge thank you to Robot Kingdom for making this review possible. I have included a link in the description below where this can be ordered. And until next time, from myself and the J20, the CS-01 LUMITENT, part of TFC's original new line, thank you all for watching. Goodbye.